We are live, so live. Good afternoon, everyone. So maybe since these are just getting later and later, huh? Maybe I'll just pre-record these and do them for the next day. Man, don't worry, I will get back on track, guys. Don't you fret. So I had to go get a COVID test done today, and that sucked. Yeah. I don't think it's this bad for everybody else, but I think I would rather have a stress test than that ever again. It was very, very ticklish. It was extremely uncomfortable. I guess it's not that way for everybody. My wife said I'm a big wussy. So, um, kind of am when it comes to that stuff. It just tickled so bad, so much. My eyes were watering. My nose itched for like 5 more minutes. So, yay, fucking COVID test. All right. But we do what we need to do, right? So, I'm not feeling any symptoms. But, you know, I was in contact with my daughter and she has a mild case. I don't know the difference between a regular case and a mild case. And I will let you know if I do have corona, I'd rather have this shit than the flu because it ain't nothing. That's why I don't think I have any symptoms. So, anyway, so life on life's terms, right? Right. That's the way it is. So, I apologize I wasn't here earlier, but Dion needed his sleep again. I've been trying to take a day off, but it hasn't succeeded yet. I would have taken yesterday as a day off, but the Broncos suck. That was horrible, man. That hurt right here. It did. So let's get to today's readings. Today's daily reflection. I kind of tend to just kind of read things, but I think today I'm going to insert a little bit of my story into it because this is something that I really understand, and that's utilizing drugs and alcohol to help us fit in, right? So growing up, I'm going to give you guys the shorter version. I wasn't the easiest child. Okay. I was very clingy. I didn't let anybody hold me except my mother, my grandmother, or still to this day, my favorite auntie. Okay. And that's how I was. I didn't like people holding me. I had a speech impediment growing up. I couldn't say my S's. So like my brother Scott, I would say my Scott. And so this was 70s. My mom took me to the doctor and I was put into special ed classes. Then came the lazy eye. My right eye is a lazy eye. You guys will probably never, ever notice it. It still happens when I get really tired. You'll see my eye go. But I did a lot of work on it. I did a lot of reading, things like that, to help with my eyes. And along with that, I was just kind of an odd kid. I wasn't like other kids. I didn't have the same thought process as other children. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to go back and tell you my teachers. I can tell you my 5th grade teacher, and I think I remember it because he was a child molester. Thank God I escaped that one. But growing up, the biggest thing, okay, I tended to stay away from other people. And I never went through the phase of disliking girls. So, I was turned down. I would say by the time I went to junior high, I had been turned down by 15 different girls already. To need to be my girlfriend. Okay. I was a bedwetter until I was 11 years old. It was 11 or 12. I forget. And then I had the name Dion Bates. And that's what you pee on, Dion masturbates. And I got picked on a lot. And I didn't have any friends until I went into junior high. And even then it would be about another year before I would really have any friends that I hung out with on a regular basis. I didn't really trust any of you guys. Made fun of me. You picked on me. You weren't nice to me at all. So why would I want to be around you? You know, most time in school, I was bored out of my freaking mind. Um, I just never felt like I belonged anywhere. And the more I tried, the more I got pushed back. I wasn't a jock. You know, I tried out for the track team, and actually, I'm very good. I was very good at track and soccer, and but those just weren't the big ones, right? So I tried band. Nope, they didn't want me either. Um, then we all know what happened, right? We all know what happened, but and we all go through that part where it was that first drink. It changed. It changed everything for me. I was no longer popular. I was no longer unpopular. And for me, taking a drink made me feel normal and behave like you guys did. So, it's pretty tough for us to sit there and say that, alcohol didn't do some things for me, because it did in the beginning. It got me out of my shyness. Right? By nature, I'm actually a very shy person. I don't say I force myself to do this stuff, but there are days that I have to talk myself into it. You know, um, because it's hard. It's hard to get on here and talk about your feelings every day, while other people are listening. That could be tough. Or not listening. Sometimes I'm on here going, "Is anybody even on here? Do they even fucking care?" And that's never true. So, so then we sometimes we might fall into that old behavior. Going to the doctor's office. I hate fucking going to the doctor. My anxiety goes up. I'm ready to leave. In fact, I tell the doctor I'm done. I'm leaving, and I get weird looks and stuff for that. But I got to take care of me first. He also gave me the same look when I turned down the flu shot. I've gotten like one flu shot in 20 years, and those are my anyway. So I'm digressing there. I apologize, guys. Um, so when I started drinking, things were just a new concept for me. I didn't fucking care no more, I guess is what it was. And that made me funny and popular, and I don't even want to really say that I was popular, because I wasn't. Okay. A lot of people knew who I was, sure, but they knew it because I was a bad boy, because Dion was always getting locked up. See, I didn't get to spend much. I didn't. From 12 on, I was always grounded, and I haven't celebrated Halloween since. It's these things that were taken away from me. I haven't had a birthday party. I don't throw birthday parties, and I haven't done that since other people do it for me. But the last time I did that was in fifth grade. Um, I didn't see why I should set myself up for you guys to hurt me again. So fuck off. Um, and I spent a lot of time by myself learning, watching you guys, learning human behavior. And I studied human behavior by myself for a long time. And there were a lot, the thing is, even I noticed even when I was drinking, I still had to be careful on what it is that I talked about, because otherwise people would look at me weird. Um, but I just didn't think the same way other people did. If you got in our car, so by the time I was in seventh grade, I ended up getting a good friend, right? And he was my best friend for 30 years. And then he turned into an asshole. Um, we went our separate ways. I'm sorry, I guess I should put that the right way. Um, and even then, if you got in our car, you had to put your seatbelts on, even though we were drinking and driving. We were like the responsible ones. I was still a geek at heart, and I still am. I'm a geek, man. I love my video games. I love fantasy. I like putting together computers, things like that. All right. So I love all that. So when I drank, and now you guys are all in my world. See, I've been doing all this geek stuff for years. I remember one point I got my ear pierced, and people called me, I don't want to say the word here because I'm not a proponent of that, but I was, I was called gay or things like that. That's not what they called me, but, um, and that just never really, for me, I would get called that and I didn't understand what they meant by it because I didn't know. Even at that point, I didn't know that, I hang out with you guys. I didn't understand that gay was supposed to be bad according to you guys. So I just never went through a lot of this stuff. My life changed when I was 15. Where I lived in white suburbia all my life, I was in a much different world. Jails, you know, I was in a much different world. Okay, and while my friends and my family went on with their white lives, I would find a whole different side to culture and everything else. I am so way off on this. But I don't know. I've been talking about it for 11 minutes. We will get to the reading. I'm not going to read out of the big book today, though. So when I did drink in that chain, the reason I'm avoiding that is because we all know what happens right there. You know how I change. I don't need to tell you. The important things that I'm telling you is these things that have affected us in our lives will continue to affect us throughout, right? So all those things that you were thinking that were gone when you started drinking just sat there and festered for years and years and years. So let's get to the reading. Let's see what somebody else has to say about it. Many of us in the program share the memory that we originally drank or used other chemicals to belong or fit in, or to be part of the crowd. Others of us fueled our addictions to get in, to feel, or at least for a short time, that we fitted in with the rest of the human race. If even for a brief moment, okay? And that's what it was for me. That's what I thought, but look what happened. I placed myself in a much different place than the rest of my fellow peers at the time, right? They decided, yeah, this was fun. We're going to college, Dion. And they moved on. I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out in 9th grade. I didn't drop out in 9th grade. I got kicked out. They're like, Dion, you're not going to school, so we're going to suspend you for 3 days. Oh, darn the luck, man. Oh, thank you. It probably didn't matter. I was already grounded, right? So it didn't matter to me. I was still going to do whatever the fuck I wanted, and I did. Ugh. I wasn't the best. I'm sorry, Mom. Sometimes the chemicals had the desired effect, temporarily assuaging our feelings of apartness. But when the chemical effects wore off, we were left feeling more alone, more left out, and even more different than ever. Do I still sometimes feel that my case is different? Okay. Then what happens is then we don't fit in there. We don't feel like we fit into this. And then we become terminally unique. Oh, you just wouldn't understand. Okay, that doesn't fly anymore, right? Right? It doesn't fly. You just wouldn't get. If you had what I went through, you would do it too. That kind of stuff, right? We all went through that, and I like to say that we are unique as human beings. We are individuals, and we are unique in that aspect. We are not so unique that we are not like other people, right? God, may I get over my feeling of being different. God, may I get over my feeling of being different. I'm going to say that again, okay? God, may I get over my feeling of being different, okay? You don't need to get over it. Sorry. I'm kind of in one of those moods, guys, but I just don't agree with that, okay? I'm not going to get over it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to accept it for what it is because it's part of my personality. I don't want to lose the traits. Okay. But I certainly don't go running around not being open-minded and willing, man. I'll take advice from my enemy. If God's speaking through that person, I'm going to shut my trap and listen. All right. Anyway. maybe I might be taking it wrong. So take it how you need it, all right? Or in some way unique of not belonging. Perhaps it was this feeling that led me to my chemical use in the first place. It also kept me from seeing the seriousness of my addiction, since I thought I am different, I can handle it. May I now be aware that I do belong to a vast fellowship of people like me. With every shared experience, my uniqueness is disappearing. Today I will remember I am not terminally unique. Okay, it says I am not unique. I'm changing that to I am not terminally unique. Let's keep our words where they belong. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you, honey. All right, guys, that'll be it for today. I will be back before noon tomorrow for the daily reflection. So, no, I'll be up early tomorrow. So I'll be here tomorrow morning. And I turned off the green screen because it was messing with the video, man. Didn't like it. So, and then I'm keeping this towards the end because I want people to, the group that I shared in the group, go join it. I'm telling you, sooner or later, you're going to be in the group. So you might as well just go start enjoying it now. There's going to be some really cool freaking people in there. So I don't know how this happened to me. It just popped up. This guy doesn't know me. But I don't know. Somehow I'm a moderator on the group now, too. So anyway, cool. This is just a thank you, God. All right. So have a good day, guys. I hope you don't have to get the COVID test because, wow. All right. Have a great day. Love you guys. Peace out. And have a day.